Plenty of... And good catch. Oh, I'll strike collecting a good catch. I've transferred the Eucreds for you.
Well, well, if it isn't my former handyman, come fucking rock.
Oh, the sweet irony. Here you are, two-timing as a damn CGT operative for whatever mystery corp that sly of foreign represents, and you can't even get into Stemtown for a stiff one?
You've come a long way, but you still depend on me, huh? Well, you're in luck, because I need an errand runner. There's a bartender named Spice over at the loading bars expecting a delivery from me. They don't like to admit it, but most of the proprietors over there depend on my goodwill. Now, this delivery would be frowned upon if it was discovered, but it'll get you through the lockdown. I have an arrangement with a guard named Wharton. Let him know I sent you, and he'll let you through. Get the package delivered to Spice, and you'll have... And remember, you owe me. Now get out of here before I lose my appetite, you backstabbing bastard! Fine. No entry. Steak boss Poon. Again? Fuck. I've paid my fucking dues to him 10 times over already. Don't ever indebt yourself to a jack-o'-lantern. Oh well, come on through. And let that bastard know I've had enough of his favours. After this, we're even. I'm giving you permanent access, so I don't have to bother with your facing.
Midtown access has been severely restricted to keep gangers out. Only select customers are allowed entry. How does it feel not to be select, Flash?
You again. My lucky day. Wait, what? The last shipment was too strong. Well, shit, I warned you, didn't I? Go easy, as people never listen. Well, fine then. Here. Try this cover that instead. It's not nearly as... In fact, might even be perfect for a guy like you. What's that? It's for the Carlins. Yeah, sure, man. Wherever you gotta tear yourself to sleep at night. Anyway, take this shit and get the fuck out of here. And remember, you don't know me, and I don't know you. I mean, I'm trying to go unnoticed here, you get me?
Name your poison, friend. Well, looky here. Poon actually came through. Give him my thanks. Now, what can... Sure, coming up. This should frizzle your wiring, buddy. Rings a bell. There was a mid-boss who came here slumming every once in a while. She's not welcome here anymore, though. Couldn't keep her hands off the other clientele. Gave her 2 passes, but she struck out on the 3rd. I bet you can find her at the Dirty Dive. They're less picky with their customers. Yeah, you know, when the uppers come down here to sample the forbidden fruit. Fucking tourists, if you ask me. But I don't say no to their Ukrads. Name says it all, doesn't it? It's not far from here. Sure thing, friend. Just give a shout if you...
Poon here. Heard you delivered the package. Good to know you can be somewhat trusted, even if you sold out to White Corps.
Fuck the chef and this entire establishment. I come here all the time. I'm a good customer. The best... Listen, this is by far the most delicious soup I've had in my entire life. And he refuses to tell me the secret. We shouldn't keep secrets. I'm sure that tie-fisted chef has the recipe lying around somewhere. I got his hat number, but on nothing. You look like you might care less about locked doors. Care to help a gourmet in need? Good. I happen to have a dynamic key card. All it needs is the loving touch of a data broker and it should get you in... My mate Flamingo's got a brokerage operation set up in Cluster 13. He'll fix the card for you. Then give me the rest.
You know what? We got a guy inside that can maybe use your help.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I in your way? I really should watch where I'm standing. What a terrible, terrible cycle. But at least I'm still alive. That's always something to... But I shouldn't burden you with my woes. Are you sure you want me to share? Oh, how kind. My story is a... Yes, I was almost poisoned, you see. A most unfortunate mishap. But do not be alarmed. I still have my health. Though I can't say the same for my poor Grit. He drank the poison in my stead. Always hungry and thirsty was poor Gristle. He was a prized fighter in the Carnage Cage, too. A champ. I trained him myself. From when he was a vicious little mutie to the crazed, slabbering beast he became. Ah, the times we had. Kaiser first really should give me a new pup. It's the very least he can do after poisoning Gristle. But I was never good at confrontations. But you look like one for whom confrontations happen every day. Gee, maybe if you asked Kaiser to replace Gristle for me, he might listen. After all, he's the one who tried to poison me in the first place, for not selling Gristle to him. He runs the Carnage Cage over in the Grinder. Don't hesitate to use all your powers of persuasion. My humble thanks.
I'm Paolo, and you're lonely, I can tell. Buy me a kick? Thanks for having such a good time. Why bring up that bitch? Alright, so we used to go out for a while. She had you creds, used to brag about her crib up in A-Stat. Dumped me like yesterday's trash when she started hanging out with the quicks. Good riddance. AKA Blossom Hill. Fancy name for a sad fucking building. I hear the quicks have the run of the place now. Not local, are you, hon? The liquid quicks? Pretty easy going unless you cross them. Can't see what the hell she saw in them. Tense flatliner named Trenning is leading them these days. He'll know her for sure. Thanks for the kick. And if you find her, tell her to go fuck herself.
Hey, did Frank send you in? Well, whatever. I'll go either way. Clearly you're the... See, we got this guy. An arc from Mannersgelb. Keeps tearing shit up every time he... And this dude, let me tell you, he's not like the others. He's bad news. Real bad. Like blowing shit up night after... So we need him taken care of, if you know what I mean. Of course. Problem is, he actually hasn't technically broken the law. So that's where it gets a little tricky. I mean, you gotta toe the line. With those core guys, no bounty on his head, nothing we can do. You, on the other hand, if you were to bump into him somewhere, say, oh so accidentally, maybe pick a fight. So how about it? You up for the job? Oh, thank God. I was hoping you'd say this guy. He's got a kind of home base up by the edge. Head on up. Look out, though. He's croned, major augs, and enhancements of the ass. So be ready to go all in on this one. And hey, you make the problem go away, who knows what you might get in return.
Ascenders, we are preparing a new round of exciting user tests. Sign up and receive a complimentary hat.
There he is, and right on time. Did you bring the stuff? New and improved? Ah, yes. It's all here. Fantastic. Now we can get the Carlin. I mean, the Larkians are fine and all, but I want to train everyone, you know? I want everyone to have the same shot at getting pumped, not just the big guys. Here you go, all yours. Maybe lifting's not your thing. That's fine. But this all should help you out. Get you pumped in no time.
Weather at the pinnacle is still constant sun. Work hard.
again? Sal sent you. He wants what? For a soup recipe. He's insane. Must be a damn tasty soup. Here, I fixed the key card. You can just waltz through the door. Sal better invite us over for some soup when it's done.
And oh boy, when a brawl at the Dream World Club turned intensely lethal. The feed has learned that masses of murderous gangers were killed in a very uneven tussle before the survivors rapidly vacated the premises. I gotta say, I have a soft spot for the weak standing up against the strong. All the kudos to you, whoever you are. Things also got rather heated at the docks when a Suntor Klein Corpinus suddenly exploded in a fiery conflagration. Representatives of Suntor Klein has declined to comment on the accident. And with CorpSec on temporary leave, we shouldn't expect any investigation soon. I, for one, feel both happy and grateful that the blast didn't claim any victims. Speaking of victims, the feed has learned of another 8Co factory collapse out in the squad. This makes for 7 8Co facilities. And oh boy, do I have a feed for you. Things got unusually rowdy in Corp Zone tonight when a brawl at the Dream World Club turned intensely lethal. The feed has learned that masses of murder's gangers were killed in a very uneven tussle before the survivors rapidly vacated the premises. I gotta say, I have a soft spot for the weak standing up against the strong. All the kudos to you, whoever you are. Things also got rather heated at the docks when a Suntor Klein Corpinus suddenly exploded in a fiery conflagration. Representatives of Suntor Klein has declined to comment on the accident. And with CorpSec on temporary leave, we shouldn't expect any investigation soon. I, for one, feel both happy.
These results surpass even my wildest expectations. These little fellas will change the world. You have my... I did not foresee them to be so attractive to ferals, but that's science for you. Always expect the unexpected. I've added a little something for you as a reward, as a compensation for the dangers you've faced. I thank you. Progress. Thank...
Caution. Beware of augmentation theft. Do not imbibe anything offered by strangers.
Travel to Tranquility Park and Black Lake Towers districts. Commuting transport lines will continue to serve these areas but at reduced capacity.
Dominated by the Liquid Quick Gang. Their position tacitly approved by Stat Boss Poon. The Turbo Vipers are contesting their claim. Gang warfare to be expected.
Hey, wait a sec. Look like you can hold your own? Maybe. Fact is, fingers, my boys, the liquid quicks. We're losing ground here. We've held this place for years. Say it's our home. You know that phrase, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? Well, it's total bullshit. We got our rose, the Glittering Rose apartment complex to be precise. And they took it from us. We want it back. It's ours. There ain't no other building gonna do. So can you help us or what? See? I knew you were looking to tussle. The bad guys, yeah, that's right, I said it. The Turbo Vipers. They've been edging in here for mixing it up in our shit. We put up with it for a while, because, you know, we was trying to keep the peace. Or at least that was the... Of course. It's like give an inch, take a mile. So the next thing we know, they've taken over the Rose. Been our home for like a generation. Well, I say, Blossom Hills is our territory. And the Glittering... We tried playing nice. And look where that glass. So now we're gonna lay down the law. And by we, I mean you. Get what I'm saying? The turbos are all hauled up in the Glittering Rose as of right now. Easy enough to find. Head on over there and take care of business. Come back here when you're done.
You're the one who's been asking about Lamia. You're lucky that backstabbing broad owes me creds, or you'd be stripped for ogs and orgs by now. Why do you want to know? Lamia has a penthouse in this very stack. Must have made premium creds on that little side business of hers. I'd go up there and sell things myself, but we got our hands full with those Turbo Viper fucks. We had an arrangement. Now and then she'll need someone brought through the district without CorpSec being the wife, right? Or anyone else for that matter. So we'd use the yeast containers. Normally they go to the ponic farms, but the specials went into storage. No clue what happened after that. She still owes us for the last transport. I didn't ask, she didn't tell. Sentience is all I can tell you. You could hear them moaning and mumbling in there. Don't fucking get me started. We're gonna flatline the lot of them if they don't back off. If you do find her, tell her the quicks don't forget.
Sector supremacy currently claimed by the Turbo Viper Gang. Suggestion: appear harmless or very aggressive to minimize risk of violent confrontation. coordinates match those of employee number 0381945V, Laurel Lanier. That's her. Preliminary forensics analysis indicates she died recently, and messily. I will savor these images. I have a suggestion. Access the HAB surveillance system. It should have recorded what happened here. Maybe there's some graphic footage from my collection. The surveillance terminal should be accessible from somewhere on this floor. This habitation space was clearly decorated by a being with no aesthetic sense. The color combinations are corrupting my code. The corpse is a marked improvement. Accessing surveillance footage. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Such clarity, Flesh. I am endlessly fascinated by seeing misplaced bodily fluids. Bracketing relevant sequence. And there you go. I saved a copy for my own enjoyment as well. Murderer biometrics against ascent group employee database. Match found. One of the sentients accompanying the murderer is Lab Chief Hayden, assigned to the XMAT lab in the Res Dev Zone. Suggestion: arrange for a friendly interview with Lab Chief Hayden, and then surprise him with sudden pain to encourage cooperation.
Hear here. Lab Chief Hayden is a prominent member of the Ascender Club. Why would they want Lanier dead? She must have arranged for those scientists to be brought to Hayden's XMAT lab. We want you to go there and access the local mainframe for us. It should have the information we're after.
I'm Grateful Abbott, and oh boy, do I have a feed for you. Things got unusually rowdy in Corp Zone tonight when a brawl at the Dream World Club turned intensely lethal. The feed has learned that masses of murderous gangers killed in a very uneven tussle before the survivors rapidly vacated the premises. I got a soft spot for the weak standing up against the strong. All the kudos to you, whoever you are. Things also heated at the docks when a Suntor plane suddenly exploded in a fiery station. Representatives of Suntor Klein has to comment on the accident, and with CorpSec on temporary leave, we shouldn't expect any mission soon. I, for one, feel both and grateful that the blast didn't claim any victims.
Bakit namin i-asip
That's a bounty of low rank. I do enjoy watching you facilitate their brutal deaths. According to the blueprint, you must go through the labs to reach the mainframe. Location marked. Access denied. Unable to override. I will need AGI assistance for this.
Operative, altered plans. We want you to appropriate the entire lab for us. Seems it's the only way we'll get unrestricted access to the files we want. You know what to do. Locate the SI, jack in, and let our AGI work it over. Kira out.
Direct link established. AGI bond verified. Initiating imprint procedure.
This is Kira. We see multiple ascenders closing in on your position. They brought some sort of mechanized support as well. We've sent backup, but they won't get there in time. Do not let those ascenders imbeciles abort the imprint process.
Something big out of here, but better get ready.
You have interfered enough. We are safeguarding the values of this company, and you are an interloper. It ends now. Team, passion, commitment. Ascenders for the Ascent Group.
Imprinting done. Property appropriation process completed. Ownership now registered to Y Corp CIC 180403-4. Mainframe access now possible.
Well done, Operative. We've recalled the backup team. Now, get us a complete data dump from that mainframe and we'll call it a cycle.
Accessing mainframe. Y Corp AGI link established. Data dump initiated. Data dump complete.
That was above par performance. You are obviously far more capable than what your poor species baseline indicates. The complete XMAT lab data analysis will take some time, but we've already found something significant. It seems the scientists smuggled in by Onyx Void were shuttled through the lab to an unknown destination. They were all assigned to something called Project Menshen. Get on that holophone and we'll discuss next steps. Good. We are cross-referencing Menshen against all available data, but no hits. The omission is in fact so glaring it's obvious once you see it. The Ascenders have been purging all the data they can find. It is of paramount importance we learn exactly what Menshen is, so that we can locate and secure it for Y Corp. All our assets will now be dedicated towards this single goal. Next, you must make contact with the Ascent Group board. This could prove quite impossible, considering the security systems protecting the boardroom. But we have exhausted all other options. Only by communicating with the board directly can we hope to uncover the final pieces of this puzzle. Out of our expendable assets, you have proven the most capable, so we trust you to complete this assignment as well. We will be providing what backup we can, but our AGI cannot help you with Pinnacle access, as that might put it in direct conflict with the Ascent Group AGI. We want to avoid an intelligence cataclysm at all costs. Prepare accordingly, and then use all your resources.
There is a Pinnacle elevator connecting to this level. It's been marked for you.
dying to know what happened aboard an AGI. Like I told you before, AGIs simply don't go silent like that. They're supposed to last through anything, maintain control when all else fails. My crew comes out of nowhere with their own fucking AGI? Starts grabbing assets connected to the Mention project. They must have done something, right? I'm gonna keep listening in, just so you know.
This is the feed. Replan it. The Ramit 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit, and all passengers arrived 38 standard older than expected. Most are now too old for in-depth contracts. None of the major corporations will accept them, and Starzap lines are claiming force majeure with regards to insurance. I think we should be grateful for such a large influx of seniors to Velas. They might be frail and feeble, but just imagine the total amount of wisdom they must have accrued on their very life.
Wonderful. You've returned with the water. I take it you managed to find the pool without too much fuss. It was rather hard to miss, I'm sure. My clientele at the top will pay top dollar for this. The sweat of Carlins. Who would have thought?
We appreciate your violent leaving. We are less satisfied with your inability to avoid unnecessary death. Is this a sapient shortcoming?
much for setting it up. The race is about to start. Wish me luck. Not that I'll need it. My plan worked. I won, but the Rojin just shut out my pot from under me. I'm trapped. They're coming. Oh!
A timeless descent, away without relent. A step from the gate. I'm looking for you.
Bloody hell! I thought I was done for. And then you came blazing away. I owe you my life. I also owe the Rajins still. So I'm gonna need some of my winnings to pay them off. But this is yours. Thanks again. Drive safe.
This is the feed with Grateful Abbott. The Ramit 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit, and all passengers arrived 38 standard older than expected. This is the feed with Grateful Abbott. The Ramit 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit, and all passengers arrived 38 standard older than expected. Most are now too old for indent contracts, None of the major corporations will accept them, and StarZap lines are claiming force majeure with regards to insurance. I think we...
All ascenders selected for the latest round of user tests are to gather at their local branch office at once.
From both on and off-world to admire.
What have we here? Another hopeful contestant. What's that? Humble Ivan? What bullshit story did he spin on you this time? Whatever. You're Indents! Are you ready to be... We have a whole bunch of famished ferals eager to tear our lucky contestant apart. The longer it takes for them to make the kill, the higher the odds. Let the corn in! you're alive. That's net, and we're all out of ferals, too. You just flatlined my entire batch, you bloodthirsty bastard. Ivan's supposed to send me victims, not fighters. That backstabbing, ungrateful, Hortia motherfucker's gonna pay for this. Get out of my...
This is the feed with Grateful Abbott. The Rammet 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit, and all passengers arrived 38 standard older than expected. Most are now too old for indent contracts. None of the major corporations will accept.
Order something, will you? You just did he put up a tough back and nice kick? One less. I'll strike that one from the list then. You creds for you.
Oh, you're alive. Excellent. You've exceeded I made quite a bit of Ukraine secretly betting on your survival. Sorry about the white lie earlier. It was necessary to get you into the cage, see? Few go willingly. I've been sending Kaiser hapless victims for a while now, setting him up for the big score. And it all worked out exactly as planned. Of course, you should have a little something too. Now I should make myself scarce before Kaiser's people come looking. See you around, champ.
You really don't look like you belong here. Hey, wait a sec. Maybe you can help us out. So my babies have been getting all broken up here. Things being what they are and all. Some of my customers have been getting a little, shall we say, over. Parts getting all worn down real bad and, well, kind of fucked up, honestly. I usually get a shipment from Grigori in the node, but, you know, state of the world and all. They just ain't happening right now. So yeah, can you hit up Grigori for the latest shipment? Go get me some brand new babies? I'll give you something real nice in return. Count on it.
Hồi thật là sao là những cảm nghiệm đi ra.
Want to get No. Transparent. No. One. No. Just get I consider myself an artist.
Fiquidum, que vai que up, kick, the Jew, Mokras, very to up, Viglet.
This is the feed with Grateful Abbott. The Rammet 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit, and all passengers arrived 38 standard older than expected. Most are now too old for indent contracts. None of the major corporations will accept them, and Starzap lines are claiming force majeure with regards to insurance. I think we should be grateful for such a large influx of seniors to Velas. They might be frail and feeble, but...
Access denied. Emergency shutdown in effect.
Override.
Magenta clearance needed for override.
Yes, I'm cleared magenta and orange and teal and all the pretty colors. Now please, let me out.
Biometrics confirmed as Grateful Abbott. 2-step authentication required. Please scan the access fob.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I lost my fob. Override, damn it.
Access denied. Emergency shutdown in effect.
I appreciate that you're only following your program. I do. But I'm really not the enemy here. Can't you just make an exception? This once. Were you hoping to go up? This friendly mech just kindly informed me that access to the top floor is restricted. It's doing an excellent job, isn't it? If I hadn't lost my fob, I'd be relaxing in my rinser already.
Disperse. Face lethal repercussions.
Last time I know I had it was back in the corp zone. Could be that those friendly Rojan found it. Maybe I can burden you with asking them. They weren't very communicative when I was there. If you can get my fob back, I'll let you ascend with me. And that's a promise you can trust. The more I think about it, the more you feel like the potential silver lining here. How about it?
Ready to run?
All ascenders selected for the latest round of user tests are to gather at their local branch office at once. from within the arcology. Curious.
You found it! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I knew you'd be my savior the moment I laid my eyes on your formidable appearance. It's like I've always said, can't have misfortune without a little fortune. In return, I shall order the system to clear you for access as well. Such are my magenta powers, you see, when I have my stupid fob.
Fob recognized. You are clear for access.
How kind of you. My profound thanks. And I also wish to grant pinnacle access to this helpful being standing next to me.
Access granted.
And now I must bid thee adieu. Don't be a stranger. Great! Oh my gosh. Do come visit. We'll share a bottle of Zumzek and reminisce about this terrible ordeal.
We are cleared for the pinnacle. Onwards and upwards, Flesh.
This is the feed with Grateful Abbott. The Rammet 3 arrived in orbit this cycle and immediately reported a massive cryosystems failure. Apparently, a general malfunction caused all the berths to open while in transit.
This is Kira. We see you've reached the pinnacle. The AGHQ entrance is across the Grand Alley. Tread carefully, Operative.
Hey, so, are you up at the pinnacle now? Is it as fancy as they say? Bring me back something shiny, will you?
Interior design in this area. It could be further improved by some randomly placed spatter, preferably ochre-colored or bright red. There goes the competition. There's something artful about the recently demised. I never tire of corpses. recently demised. I never tire of corpses.
Ballistic persuasion initiated.
corporate CPU, the brain, the central command. I could go on with the metaphors, but my poetic genius is wasted on you, Flesh.
The boardroom is in lockdown. It can only be opened by the Ascent Group AGI. There is an interface terminal in the secure chamber nearby.
To the Ascent Group AGI. Syncing data flows. This is exciting. And... nothing. Nothing there. The AGI is gone. Has it died? Can machines die? Can I die?
Interesting. The Ascent Group AGI is not just hibernating. It has been shut down. It's a wonder this arcology is still standing. Stay in place. We're coming to you. Well, this certainly is an epic clusterfuck. The boardroom has been locked down with the safe room protocol. Only the AGI can override that, and it's offline. To get into that room, you must reboot the AGI manually. It can only be done at the cognitive core in the D-Nexus. So that's where you're headed next. Our other assets are locked down, defending our recently acquired property. The Ascenders are throwing everything they have at us, trying to take it back. So this is on you alone. We realize you get to run around a lot, Operative, but we also know that all sapiens need plenty of cardiovascular exercise to stay functional. Consider it another perk. All clear? Mission brief over. Do you require clarifications? All clear. Good. The Y-Corp AGI has cracked the cognitive core access code, and it's been uploaded to your imp. But that's all the aid it can provide here. You might want to utilize that unsavory acquaintance of yours. Noghead, was it? His assistance could be useful. Now get going.
I am beside myself with excitement to get a glimpse into an AGI cognitive core. The location has been marked and I have contacted Noghead. Awaiting answer. Let's get going.
Got your ping, friend. So, you're gonna reboot the Ascent Group AGI. I don't think you understand what you're getting yourself into. That's a foreign technology, parsecs above anyone's pay grade. It's also protected by a quantum solidification field. You're gonna need a tuning fork to implode it. And you're in luck, because I happen to have just the type you need. Come pick it up, over at Black Lake. I'll be waiting. most of us mortals never go above cloud layer. Enjoy the sights while you can.
I'm Grateful Abbott, and this is the feed. This cycle, a DataNet collective calling themselves the Iridescent Riot Army, claimed responsibility for the recent upsurge in AUG-assisted suicides across Veles. They now demand a ransom of 25 billion Eucreds to be paid by all of Veles together, where they promise to cause more AUGs to kill their users. Shrewd observers have noted that all AUGs involved have been manufactured by the same Habnet technology plant operating in the squat. It seems they malfunction.
Finally, thanks. Now, of course, with this, it's time for some lunch.
Many Ascenders have fallen defending our corporate values. Honor them. Remember them.
I'm Grateful Abbott, and this is the feed. This cycle, a DataNet collective calling themselves the Iridescent Riot Army claimed responsibility for the recent upsurge in AUG-assisted suicides across Velis. I'm Grateful Abbott, and this is the feed. This cycle, a DataNet collective calling themselves the Iridescent Riot Army claimed responsibility for the recent upsurge in AUG-assisted suicides across Velis. They now demand a ransom of 25 billion Ukraines to be paid by all of Velis together, or they promise to cause more AUGs to kill their users. Shrewd observers have noted that all AUGs involved have been manufactured by the same Habnet technology plant operating in the squat. It seems they malfunctioned soon after passing their expiration dates. No foul play involved beyond substandard quality. To that I say this, don't buy cheap AUGs.
Many Ascenders have fallen defending our corporate values. Honor them. Remember them.
My girl Taoka said you'd show up.
And you got the receipts too? Good, good.
Here's a little something that will help line your pockets. And don't worry, it'll work on real Eucrids.
Please? My dear fellow, you are just the type I'm looking for. Maybe able-bodied and with that flat stare that one acquires only after extensive flatlining. I'm in need of a dependable courier. Would you be interested? Excellent. As you might be aware, our fine casino, the Golden Satori, operates a virtual subsidiary as well. Patrons can make significant earnings there online, and we have several high rollers. Some wish to, shall we say, circumvent the regular channel. For different reasons, they wish to have them be delivered on a Eucrid chip instead. This is where you come in. I shall give you a large sum of Eucrids to be delivered to a certain... You will of course earn a carriage fee, and there will be more assignments should you prove yourself trustworthy. And should you decide to run off with the cash, well, We Rojin have long... Here you go. Your first delivery. It is to be given to a jackalope named Floody Ricone. Don't worry about the muscle of the door. The Ukraine chip has been biolinked to you to avoid unnecessary scrutiny. We don't want them to think you're stealing from the casino now, do we? Off you go.
This will cut through me.